Hello Sagittarius, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your reading for the week of the 28th of October to the 3rd of November. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I love it. You're one of my biggest fans, and you know, I say over and over again how wonderful it is to have you on board. I love reading for you. Sagittarius, if your sun sign reading doesn't work for you, please go into your natal chart and see if you can have a look at your moon, your rising, or your Venus, or other aspects of your chart, because sometimes the sun won't resonate and other times it will. So be aware of that. If it doesn't resonate, move on. You can find another reader. I'm sure somebody will have something for you. Just happens to pick up the biggest energies, and if you're not part of the biggest energy, or you have a very individual situation in your life, then maybe it won't pick up on that. But you can pick it up with a personal read. So always keep that in mind. I'm using the Thelema Tarot. People keep asking me what tarot deck it is. It's the Thelema. It looks like that. Now I know you're getting it back to front, but beautiful deck. Okay, so for your week, you have the Four of Pentacles here. Now, the Four of Pentacles often talks about hanging on to something unnecessarily. Now, this can be hanging on to past love, past energy. It can be hanging on to your money because you don't want to spend it. But this past energy is not doing you any good. This energy is not doing you any good. So if you're hanging on to money, you need to let the money flow for money to come to you. That's how life works. It's all energy. It's all part of your energy. So please understand that. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so the first card out is the High Priestess. It's funny because I did a reading this morning and I was quite surprised she wasn't part of the reading. The High Priestess talks about your intuition being on point. It talks about being able to access your intuition. It also talks about secret keeping, because the High Priestess trusts her intuition, but she doesn't talk about things like we do. So it's not as important for her to talk things out. So she is often the holder of secrets. But she's definitely around you at this time. So it could be that your intuition's really on point, or it could be something to do with secrets, keeping secrets. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is beautiful. It's the card that's, you know, probably close in the deck to the Sun. It's the card of all happiness, you know, love, family, home. It's everything. It's whatever your heart desires is on this card. So for some of you, you may be not telling someone how you feel about them. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Now, the Nine of Pentacles talks about feeling very independent, feeling very in control of your future, in control of your destiny, you know, feeling quite lush, you know, being able to wear the clothes you want, being able to do the things you want. It's a card of independence. Now, I've got to tell you here, very straightforward story for some people. There are some people here who are very comfortable in themselves. They really are. But I think they've fallen in love with someone, and they're questioning now whether they need to tell this person or not, and they're keeping this secret deep within themselves, which is pretty odd, because it's, you know, if you're in love with someone, I always think you need to speak your truth, but for some unknown reason, some of you are not speaking your truth. Now, I feel with the star here, this is a dream come true here. This is your hopes, your wishes, your healing. You're right at the point where you probably could embrace a new relationship. So I'm not quite sure at this time why you are keeping it secret. Maybe some of you are in love with someone who's married or not available to you. Maybe this is a friend that you want to take to the next level. But you're definitely holding back on something here that you've actually always wanted. Okay, then we have the Knight of Cups. Now, I can't say whether somebody else is feeling the same way here, but that's the energy I'm getting. So you're sitting back with your little secret, not wanting to tell it, but I actually feel the other person feels the same. This could be you offering this too. Who knows? You could be deciding this is the way you feel and you're going to speak up about it. You know, you're not going to keep secret in the High Priestess. But to be honest with you, I actually think this is reciprocal. Okay, and then we have the card of the Strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Lots of cup energy here as well, so maybe a water sign. But for you here, this talks about you're in a position to be able to offer this love to someone. You've tamed your beasts, you're in the right place, right time, right energy. It's time to move forward on something. Now, if this isn't love for you, because I know people say I don't want a love reading, what applies here is you have come to a point in your life where you're really, really comfortable with who you are. Now, your greatest wish is to embark on something new, but you have this idea that you're not revealing to someone. So you do have an idea to move forward on something. You're actually in a position where you feel quite strong about this. You might be comfortable in your financial situation. You may be going to make an offer to, or somebody could be making an offer to you in that regard. Now, I tell you, there are people out there, there's someone out there. Someone out there has an idea for a book or a movie, and they've perfected this idea. They're feeling very confident now, and they want to go forward to either a publisher or a movie maker to be able to put this thing forward. Very strong feeling of that. So that's the sort of energy you're dealing with here. Okay, so you're extremely passionate about this. Now, I've got to tell you, the Knight of Cups is on one side and we have the Knight of Wands on the other side. And in the middle, we have this beautiful Strength card. So what I want to say to you is, when I was saying before it was reciprocal, if this is something, you're a budding artist and you want to put something out into the world for whatever reason, if it's that you love someone and you want to tell them, if it's that you want a particular job or a contract and you want to move on that, the other person's feeling exactly the same way. So no matter what you're doing, where you're going with this, this has nothing but success written all over it. So I don't know what this means to you, but I can tell you now this is going to be successful, no matter what it is. Okay, and then we have the Empress. Now the Empress is the mother card. She's the, you know, I don't even know how to explain her sometimes. She's the ultimate in beauty. She wants to birth something for you. So you are in the process of bringing something new into the world here. Whatever this is for you, you are in the place to bring this forward. It is going to be successful. I have no doubt about that at all with the Knights like this. They're facing in towards the Strength card. And what I'm feeling is no matter what it is for you, you've got reciprocal or mirrored energy on the other side. And with the Empress and the Ace of Swords here, I would say to you, such a successful thing. Successful idea, successful enterprise, whatever you're doing here with the Empress sitting here and the Ace of Swords next to her, this is absolute clarity. Whatever you're moving forward on here is amazing. It's just the best. So if you're writing a book or want to produce a movie, please make sure you include me in your credits. Because something you're doing here is going to be awesome. So I want to hear about it. I'm not sure what you're ready to move on here, but with this Empress energy, you're ready to sort of, I don't know, it's almost like you're ready to let loose on the world. Okay, and the Six of Cups is up the front here. Now, I feel like with this energy here, you have had this idea in its inception for a very long time. Now, I said before, you could have fallen in love with a friend, and the Six of Cups confirms that for me, without a doubt. You could have been in love with someone for a very, very long time, but feel like now you're at this point in your life where you want to tell them how you feel. Brilliant. They feel the same way. If you're doing something and you're birthing some new ideas, you've had I was going to say a revolution, revelation, might be a revolution. You've had a revelation here, something that you are bringing into the world that you've kept a secret for a long time, and you're bringing it in through the Empress. You have absolute clarity here with this Ace of Swords, and you're bringing it forward. Whatever this means to you, Sagittarius, the time is not only right for you, you have been waiting a long time with this Six of Cups to bring this into fruition. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, and it's going to be met with huge success no matter what you do. Whatever you're feeling, if you're excited about something you've written, excited about an idea for a movie, whatever you've done, the person you're taking to is just as excited as you. Make sure you get what you want for what you're doing. Okay, and the card that's come out for you is Reason. So I'll just show you the card. Isn't she delightful? Okay, so Reason says, listen to advice, think clearly, and use your intellect. So it says your mind is powerful and will be used for your soul's highest purpose. Accept excellent advice and see the results this can bring. What can I say? The advice from the Aussie goddess. Have a great month, Sagittarius.